Top six.
Yeah.
I think we'll get
Top six, but I genuinely think we can get to automatics. Us. If you carry on like that, automatics.
Where I think we'll finish, I'm not sure. Where I think we can finish, top six, I think, is a realistic aim.
Ballon d'Or, possibly, mate.
Ballon d'Or for 𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Oh yes.
Allez, allez, allez. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, allez, allez.
Now then, the Blazers just scored 4 goals for 4 wins in a row. What a place 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is at the moment. Unbelievable performance. We stopped everything that Stoke tried to do, carved them open ourselves. Just another incredible performance. Fans are going to be buzzing after that one.
4-0, man. That's
Insane, yeah.
That's brilliant. I'm so happy. And I just want to say, I did an interview before, and the last time people mentioned my use of the word imperious when describing Mark McGuinness. That was imperious.
Imperious.
Went off injured at half time, but man, could have had a hat trick. Ballon d'Or, possibly, mate.
Ballon d'Or for 𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Oh yes, yeah. I know, brilliant. Don't know if he gets in past me when he's fit, but even Bindon came on and he was brilliant. You know, all of our centre backs are class. I think you can tell that from tonight. And 𝗏𝗵𝗴 𝗕, oh my God, what a game! What a goal! What a finish! What an assist! Bamford's, mate. 𝐶𝗏 again. It just gets better and better, and yeah, I'm very happy. That is, what is it? That's 13 goals. 13 goals in 4 games. That's insane. I'm so happy for the lads and for myself. I'm having a great time.
Of course you are. Yeah, we all are. We all are the Blazers. You know, I mean, before that we looked down and out. We didn't have anything going for us. You know, what do you think's changed and that's caused this miraculous turnaround in the last month?
Well, we've changed the shape up a bit, gone into a bit of a 4-4-2. I think we had the international break, and that gave Wilder the time to get on with it. But also Wednesday match. You know, one thing about Wilder, you can say whatever you want about him as a manager, but you know that when it comes to a derby, he's going to get his players up for it, and they will. He knows how to get his players to fight. Yeah. And I think that sets the tempo for the games to follow. And I'm so dead happy. So 3-0 Wednesday, 3-0 Portsmouth, 3-2 against Leicester. I thought people were a bit negative about that. Obviously Leicester were going to try and respond with something. I think going 3-0 up at half time is a bit scary, so I was a bit worried about today. But I think we held on just fine against Leicester, despite unfortunately conceding 2 unlucky goals. I think Cooper's a little bit injured, which is why he made those mistakes. But
we don't know.
Tonight, I thought he did all right. Didn't see any problems with him.
Yeah, did he even have a shot save? To be fair,
I think
the
maybe
defence
1 or
kept
2
him out
or
that
something,
well.
if that. But Tanganga was brilliant. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, McCallum, McGuinness, Bindon, defence was brilliant. I mean, and 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is, I think man of the match goes to 𝗏𝗏𝗏, but 𝗏𝗏𝗏 he's just off it because he's brilliant as well.
Yeah. I mean the confidence that's in 𝗏𝗏𝗏 now. You know, that one penalty, and then 3 days later he's hitting them on the volley from 20 yards. Another penalty today. Unbelievable turnaround for him, isn't it?
What a goal against Leicester, man. I lost my mind. If only I could have been there.
Yeah. We were. It was incredible.
I saw your interviews afterwards, yeah, man. Brilliant stuff. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, he is good. He's good, and he plays for England under 21s. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets into the first team. I wouldn't say he's going to be like a first choice, but I'm going to say in the next 10 years he might make 1 or 2 appearances. I don't think he's,
for the first team.
Yeah, I genuinely think he could. Yeah. I'm not saying he's a Declan Rice, not at all, or definitely not a Bellingham, but like a Conor Gallagher player that might play in a high level, that comes in every now and then, maybe for friendlies. But I just think there's great things destined for him, and he's brilliant at this level, and he's only getting better. And 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the bench, he's almost back. I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
But how does he get in over Peck and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏? The partnership is brilliant, and Samari was pretty good coming off the bench as well, man. It's a great problem to have so many options off the bench. Like, think about the bench we had tonight, and then probably most of that will be rested against Norwich, and then the whole other full team off the bench will come on, and it's another great team. It's good to be a Blade. It really is.
It is. Yeah. Who would have thought we'd have been saying that a month ago, eh?
Oh man, insane. I said it in my in the other interview that we I think I said 8th, and since then I've gone 8th, but we're now 8 points off playoff.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So you know what? That's a tough battle, but I'm not saying we're going to make playoffs, but we are back in the season. We're not going to get automatics, surely not. But if we can get playoffs, I mean, 8th or higher would be a miracle, and I believe that they can do it, man.
4 goals, 4 wins in a row. What do you think of the game today?
I thought we controlled it really from start to finish. I was not worried coming in, but I thought it was a step up. Obviously, Leicester on paper are a good side, but with them struggling before today, I thought this was a real test. But yeah, really, really solid performance.
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of game that last season we would have scored 1, we would have sat back, maybe held on to it. What do you think's changed that means we go for more goals?
I'm not sure really. It's quite a strange one. It's sort of like we've had an epiphany since the Wednesday match, really. You know, we've sort of gone for that one to kill it off because it was Wednesday, and then from there we've got the confidence to just keep going and scoring. I think a huge positive of the team is 𝗍𝗍 coming into the side. Just to have the attacking fullbacks on both sides instead of having Tanganga like defensively right back or right side centre half, I think has really given us quite an outlet out on both wings. So really, really good.
Yeah. Any stand up performance other than 𝗍𝗍, obviously?
I think it was probably 7 out of 10 minimum on every player. I thought from start to finish, I thought we were excellent. I thought Paddy Bamford again gave us a focal point, and I would give out a huge shout out randomly to Tyler Binden. I think because of how much stick he got under 𝗍𝗍, to come in first game under Chris, I think alongside Tanganga, he actually looked really assured. Now, I know they didn't put us under massive pressure, but I thought he dealt with everything really well. So obviously I won't say we're like man of the match, but I think he dealt really well with the situation for not playing for, 3 months.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Did you expect more from Stoke today? Obviously 4th in the league. I was expecting this to be a lot tougher than it ended up being.
It was a bit of a strange one. I think they've obviously got really good individual players. Manhoff, 𝗏𝗏 has done really well for them. I don't know. I don't know what was like if we was really good, so like they couldn't get a foothold, or if they were really poor, or a bit of both. But yeah, it was. I think there's been quite a lot of talk about the last 3 games being obviously playing 2 really struggling sides and Leicester who were really poor first half. But that's a statement, a real statement win. So let's hope we can roll on Tuesday.
Yeah, 5 in a row would be incredible. To say where we came from before this run.
Yeah.
But, do you think we can do it? Because Norwich really has to.
Well, really, we should be winning 5-0, shouldn't we?
We should be.
So 4 wins in a row and win 4-0. It should be winning. Scoring 5, Yeah, obviously, I think obviously we've got to guard against complacency. I think they lose in the end today.
Norwich.
They lost in the end at Watford.
I'm not sure.
So, they've scored a couple. But obviously, new manager gone in there. Obviously got a point last week, but yeah, they're obviously not doing well. But I suppose Leicester probably thought same about us when we were rocking up their place. So obviously we just got to keep playing well, and hopefully, win another game and just see where it takes us.
Yeah. Speaking of right now, where do you think we could end up?
Where I think we could finish is the playoffs. Where I think we will, I think depends on next month. Really, I think signings. If we can be in and around 5-6 points of the playoffs going into January, I think we've got every chance. The division. No, I don't mean it nastily, but it's really poor division. Like the fact that these were 4th before we played, and they were awful. All last night, dreadful against 𝗏𝗏. And they were 7-6, whatever they were. So I don't think there's a standout team. Coventry obviously have done well before today, but yeah, I don't think there's anything to fear. And if we just won 4 on the spin, if we went and won maybe 4 out of 6 out of the next ones, I don't see any reason why we're not in and around it. So where I think we'll finish, I'm not sure. Where I think we can finish, top 6, I think is a realistic aim. 8 points. We've made up 7 points in 4 games on the top 6. So there's no reason to say in another 20 games we can't make up 8 points. So yeah. So hopefully the playoffs again.
Last 3 games improved a lot. So it's clearly clicked in all players, Cannon especially. Bamford, he's livened up. I think the introducing Bamford into it has livened strikers up. 𝗍𝗍 again. It's good to see young players now getting a few goals. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. City Peg, amazing as always.
Yeah.
Your confidence, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Everyone wants it, and that's it really.
Fighting for Wilder, aren't they? Fighting for it. Instead of selling where everyone just lacking the oomph in them. Just went for it now.
Yeah. I mean, everyone expected a sort of immediate change with Wilder. It's taken its time, but do you really think that is just his influence now and he's really got through to the team?
Well, I didn't want him in at first. I thought I couldn't watch his football again. But now I think something's changing Wilder as well. I think his football's more attacking. Except last week though, when we went through and sat back. But I think now he's got club going again. Everyone behind him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a game like this last season, we probably would have sat on the goal, tried to see it out at 1-0. But this season, we've got that edge. We're going for more and more. You know, do you think that'll lead to more positive results this season?
I hope so. I think like today, big tests will prove it. Like Coventry against Bury, I think when we play them, I think it'll prove it more. Then against like Portsmouth and Norwich on next Tuesday, I think next Saturday will be a good test. Next Friday will be a good test against West Brom. So usually do well. They do well sometimes. West Brom will be a good test.
If we beat Norwich and West Brom, we're fly.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think by February we'll be top 10.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think
3 points of playoffs.
top 6 us by New Year. I reckon by end of December.
Yeah. So I mean, we've clearly got all the momentum now. You know, thinking towards the end of the season, how high do you think we could climb?
Top 6.
Yeah.
I think we'll get
Top
playoffs.
6, but I generally think we can get to automatics us. If we carry on like that, automatics. We've got to beat big teams.
Yeah. How about you two?
What?
Where do you think we could get to by end of the season?
Top 10 at least.
Top 10.
I think we'll get playoffs. I think we'll last 3 games will be biggest games at season, and we're gonna have to win to get playoffs on last game.
If we don't get promoted, I'd get rid of Wilder. If you can't do it this season, or use them before, I'd get rid of him. You've got to have someone who's got to get us up clearly, comfortably. Won't give him another chance. He's had too many that. 92 points, he doesn't get you up. I think it's. I don't know.
That's not his fault, you know. We've got an incredible points
Yeah,
total.
but I just think I'd get someone new in for fans as well, especially for fans. 10 years I've been watching that football. I can't watch it anymore. If you don't get us up.
We've just scored 4 goals.
I know, but if you don't get us up this season, I can't watch it anymore. I can't go through it again. Just missing out, just everything. And if you got to get owners behind someone else as well, just not Wilder. I think in Prem, I don't think it's man for the job.
Well, what a win. What do you make of that one?
Brilliant. I thought we were very strong on offence, and I felt like their defence was panicked as soon as we countered. And I feel like there was some standout performances from quite a few of the players today. I thought Brooks was brilliant, and I thought Gyro was solid in the midfield. Yeah.
Really good, yeah. What do you think of the confidence that the team's gained from these last few wins? The momentum's been insane.
I think it's very vital that we've had these performances, and I think it's brilliant that we've got the goals. And I feel like City's gained confidence from his goals, and obviously scored again today. So yeah, I think it's important, and hopefully we can do it again on Tuesday.
Yeah. You mentioned Peck. They're 3 for him. Like, who would have expected this? Like just a couple of weeks ago, when he'd never even scored a professional goal.
And I know, brilliant. It's been on that goal against Leicester as well.
Yeah,
Well done.
unbelievable. Yeah, the confidence to even hit it from there just shows how far he's come. Yeah, I mean, Blaster back on the bench today didn't get any minutes, which I imagine is still a precaution because he's not all the way back there. But how do you see him fighting his way back into this team now?
I think if he can get back his confidence back, I think he'll be a vital part with both 𝗫𝗏𝗏 and Peck in midfield. I think they'll be brilliant together.
Yeah, how about 𝗲𝗏𝗏? Because obviously his contract's set to expire in a few weeks. I'd assume that we will look to extend it if we can, but he's got different clubs that are interested in him now.
Yeah, I saw that there was interest from Saudi, was it?
Yeah, Saudi, yeah, team in the Championship
Hopefully
as well.
we can hold on to him, and if we do, I mean, I hope we can get playoffs this season.
Yeah.
If we keep playing as we are.
Would you fancy us for him right now, or would you think it's still an outside bet, or where would you see us being?
I feel if we keep performing as we are now, I feel like we could get playoffs, but it'll be very hard to get promoted, I feel, this season.
Yeah, all these clean sheets, you know, where do you reckon these have come from?
Well, I feel he's not been bad, but I do feel the defence compared to last season's been like much worse. Well, not worse, but a lot less strength. So I feel like he's played well, and I feel like going from 3 back to 2 is proper like improved the team and to help us have the clean sheet. So.
Amazing, yeah. Anything else to say about the game today?
I just thought tactics were great. I felt like Brooks was an outstanding player today.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Unbelievable performance from the Blades. Absolute demolition of Stoke. I expected so much more from them, to be honest. You know, they came here 4th in the league, riding high, and they didn't lay a glove on us. I thought part of that was obviously United played really well. We've clearly got that confidence, that momentum from the last few games, but we just never gave them a chance. You know, I can't remember Cooper really making a save. Every time we went forward, we seemed to get in behind, we seemed to cut them apart, create chance after chance, and we had that finishing touch, which is arguably the most important thing, given the barren scoring run that we went on at the start of this season when we just couldn't find the back of the net for anything. That's 13 goals in the last 4 games now, and we've picked up all 12 points in that. We are well and truly on a roll. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it does feel like this team can just keep going and going, and in the Championship, no one's ever really out of it. You know, we can't, you know, we've still got long enough in the season left that we can make a really good run for the playoffs now. Whether we get to the playoffs or not, only time will tell. And this run could come crashing down within the next few games, just like it started, really. Norwich on Tuesday is a really important game to solidify. You know, going into that kind of reminds me of after we beat Burnley 5-2. We had that massive win against a really good side, and then we couldn't follow it up against Rotherham at home. We lost 1-0 to them when they were right down at the bottom. We can't afford to repeat that. We've got to get... Really, we should be beating Norwich, but even a point and just another solid performance would be pretty decent. To keep the momentum going, and then it's into a massive game at West Brom on Friday. They're doing well away from home. Should be interesting. We saw Peck get his first goal just a week or so ago, and he's now turned it into 3-3, which no one was expecting at all. The fact that he's taken the penalty again today shows that he does just have balls of steel. What a lad he is. He is really playing for the shirt, and it's going to be tough for 𝗤𝗏𝗲 to get back into this team once he is fit enough to start. And 𝗍𝗍𝗍, again, you know, another player that we really haven't seen score or really take a shot, and he just blasts one in from 20 yards with all the confidence in the world. 𝗍𝗍𝗍 looked like a player who's been scoring those goals for years and years, so it took everyone by surprise, and after a couple of solid performances, hopefully he can kick on even further now and be an attacking threat and solidify his place. You know, up until now, I'd thought that we really need a right back in January, but with how good he's been, maybe in the next few games he can show that he is the man to hold that shirt down for the rest of the season. I still think that January is massive. Ultimately, we're still going to have loans going back. You know, definitely Barry. I'd imagine Bindon still will go back, even though he did play well today. But yeah, the signings we make there will tell us whether we have what it takes to make a real playoff push. But Bramall Lane is a great place to be right now. Blades fans are feeling amazing. We're really growing into this season, and no one knows where we'll end up, but it's going to be a journey. Up the Blades.
Ollie, ollie, ollie.